This is Hannibal back here from The Hannibal TV on YouTube with a wrestling news update. The WWE, for the first time in a very long time, has dropped their tribute to the troops special. Keep in mind, this was a way of giving back to the troops. They're making more money than ever. And under this new regime, they seem to be more focused on making money than even Vince McMahon was. So no more tribute to the troops, which was a nice way of giving back to the people that keep us protected and risk their lives for our country. Raw and SmackDown are both going to 3 hours in January. So now you're going to have 6 hours of Raw and SmackDown plus 2 hours of NXT from WWE alone. A lot of people are saying that is going to be overkill. SmackDown only did a 0.37 rating on Friday. WrestleTickets is reporting that Elimination Chamber at Rogers Center, which used to be called the Sky Dome in Toronto, which they're billing as John Cena's last ever appearance in Toronto, is at about 23,000 tickets right now. Keep in mind, this is the only upcoming event in Canada since we had the Survivor Series in Vancouver back in November. So this is the first. There's usually always numerous WWE events upcoming in Canada. I think what they're trying to do is to get everyone to travel to Toronto for this event, but clearly 23,000 is not exactly, I mean, that's good. But as far as a building that holds over 60,000 for John Cena's last match, you would think that after a few weeks of ticket sales, it'd be higher than that. As far as the all-in at Arlington, Texas Globe Life Field for AEW, there's less than 10,000 tickets sold. That's another 60,000 in this seat arena, but apparently it's not going to be set up for anywhere near that. Apparently, sorry for the delay there. Oh, yeah, as far as AEW at the Manhattan Center, they had 3 events at the Manhattan Center in New York City last week, 3 events in a row. It did not exactly get the same amount of tickets sold that WWE was getting when they came there and other companies. They only had about 1,400 each night for AEW at the Manhattan Center. And keep in mind, New York City is a 20 million person market. So it's a massive market. And I guess they use the Costco guys again. WWE, when they were going there, they had about 2,500 a night. So the first night for AEW, they had, including free tickets, 1,337. Then the next 2 nights, they had around 1,400-ish. So whatever, they're going to smaller buildings. At least it's not having like 80% of the arena blocked off. And again, why they're still using people like the Costco guys, I mean, that's WCW level lows. At least David Arquette, as bad as it was, WCW was using him. He was married to Courtney Cox. He was in Scream. These Costco guys, AEW keeps shoving down our throats, who are apparently signed now. It's like a 14-year-old fat kid and his father. I mean, it's pretty pathetic. Dustin Rhodes has also re-signed with AEW. So I'm going to guess they offered him probably a lot of money, because you would think that with Cody in a good position in WWE, that they would have wanted him possibly in WWE, but he's been in AEW since the inception. And I guess with one of AEW's biggest mistakes was letting Cody Rhodes go. And I guess they don't want to give WWE any further momentum by letting Dustin go. Not that they use Dustin that often, but he does carry the Rhodes last name. So I'll be back at least tomorrow at 4 p.m. on Christmas. We're going to have a wrestling fan news discussion. Jack Kilby and I are going to do a news podcast together. So I wish everyone a great Christmas Eve. I'm going to head off to the gym right now to train because I got a match coming up. ECW Arena versus Super Crazy, May 3rd for Tri-State Wrestling Alliance. Tickets are on sale at the 2300 Arena box office.